I have a master's degree, 16 years of experience, work 2 extra jobs, and donate blood plasma to pay the bills. I have 20 years of experience, but can't afford to fix my car, see a doctor for my headaches, or save for my children's future. My child and I share a bed in a small apartment, and I spend $1,000 on supplies. These are quotes from covers of Time Magazine's 2018 series titled, "I Am a Teacher in America." When this run of magazines was published, they simultaneously sparked intrigue and outrage across the country, leading to widespread discussions about teachers' pay in the United States. What they did not spur, however, was any real significant change in teachers' pay itself. In fact, studies have shown that teacher pay has actually decreased over time when adjusted for inflation compared to other professions. While teaching is certainly one of the most noble professions, it's not a field where you're going to have to carry the crippling weight of fame and fortune. For that reason, I align with author Guillebeau, who says everyone needs to have a secondary income stream that is separate from their 9-to-5 job. For teachers, I truly believe that launching a side hustle can be a fantastic path toward providing extra cash to help with everything from paying bills to getting away for a much-needed vacation. Today, we're defining what a side hustle is, looking at the 6 different categories of side hustles that are out there, and discussing why I would rather play leapfrog with a unicorn than join an MLM. Hint, it's because I actually like making money. All of this and more on today's show, so let's get to it. Every day, teachers experience the anxiety of having to pinch pennies just to make ends meet. They work hard, serve their students, and are leaders in their communities, but still seem to be living paycheck to paycheck. Sound familiar? But what if there was a way to use the knowledge, skills, and abilities that you've developed in the classroom to make extra money without having to go out and get a second job or sell a kidney on the dark web? You can, and you should. Because the truth is, people want to give you money, you just have to find a reason for them to do so. And that's exactly what we do. This is Afterschool Empire, the podcast that helps teachers like you make extra money by launching and growing their own income-generating side hustles. My name is Tony Neely. I'm a veteran teacher, an author, and a lifelong serial side hustler. My various side hustles have allowed me to pay off debt, enjoy family vacations, and make large purchases that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to afford, all without touching any money from my paycheck. In addition to working on my own pursuits, I absolutely love helping other teachers gain financial peace through side hustling. Through one-on-one coaching and leading school-wide workshops, I've helped many teachers launch their side hustles. And now, it's your turn. So grab a notebook and your favorite pen because today is the day we start building your after-school empire. So what's the big deal about side hustles? In a nutshell, the world of work has been flipping on its head, thanks in part to the digital revolution in the gig economy. Suddenly, having a side gig isn't just about extra cash. It's about crafting a lifestyle that offers more freedom and fulfillment than the traditional 9-to-5 grind ever could. Imagine turning what you love doing in your free time into a steady stream of income, or applying the skills and knowledge you've honed over the years in new, exciting, and profitable ways. That's the magic of side hustles. They blend freedom, creativity, and financial independence in a way that can truly complement your main gig as a teacher. But what exactly is a side hustle? Think of it as any activity outside your full-time job that puts money into your pocket. You might love volunteering your time at the local soup kitchen or reading books to elderly cats at the Humane Society, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about getting paid. This could range from freelance writing, selling goods online, to tutoring, cleaning houses, or even launching a podcast like this one. The key difference between a side hustle and a part-time job is autonomy. You're in the driver's seat deciding how much time and energy to invest without the constraints of a fixed schedule or a boss breathing down your neck. It's about making decisions that serve your personal lifestyle and financial goals. So if you want to work on it, great. If you want to take a few weeks off, feel free. You're in control of how much time and effort you put into your hustle. Specifically, for teachers like us, it's a golden opportunity to utilize our afternoons, holidays, summer breaks, etc. to make extra cash on our own terms. Side hustling truly embodies the spirit of self-determination. It invites you to invest as much or as little time as you wish into it, and to pivot as new opportunities arrive, which again means you get to exercise complete control over your side hustle, or hobby job as my wife likes to call it, all while still being able to maintain your full-time salary and benefits. The specific type of side hustle that you launch will likely fall into one of 6 categories. In the future, I'll have episodes that offer deep dives into each of these categories, but I'm going to go ahead and introduce them today. The first side hustle category falls under the gig economy. This is working for a company that provides a service to others. For example, you can get paid to give people rides through Uber, deliver people's food with DoorDash, or even pet sit someone's dog with Rover. While some people make good money with gig economy side hustles, to me they feel more like a part-time job because you often have to put in a lot of hours to turn a profit, especially if you're not getting great tips. Also, a large chunk of the revenue that you generate actually goes back to the parent company. So I'm not a huge fan of working in the gig economy, but there are profitable ways to navigate it, and we'll explore those in a future episode. The second category is MLM, or multi-level marketing. MLMs normally are based around a model of selling for a company and recruiting others to do the same, oftentimes by, quote, hosting parties. This could be selling leggings for LuLaRoe or hawking health products for Herbalife. You generally purchase items from the parent company for a discounted rate, then you turn around and sell them to others at full price and keep a percentage of the profits. But the actual selling of the goods isn't what makes you money. The way it's sold to you is that as you recruit more people to start selling these products, you get a cut of their sales. Then as they recruit others, you get a cut of their recruit sales, and so on until you're drawing massive commissions off of thousands of sellers working under you. That sounds like a pyramid scheme? It's because that's exactly what it is. If you're ever approached by someone trying to recruit you into a side hustle with this business model, run as fast as you can in the opposite direction. The Federal Trade Commission published a report that said 99% of people who participate in MLMs lose money. Not that the other 1% are swimming in gold vaults like Uncle Scrooge on DuckTales. It just means they didn't lose money. So again, you could do an MLM, but you will never hear Afterschool Empire encouraging you to do so. The third category is passive income. Passive income involves generating recurring payments based on your own personal assets. For example, if you have a basement apartment at your home, you could rent it out as a short-term vacation rental on Airbnb or VRBO. If you have an extra car, you could rent it out to others on Turo. Passive income also includes investing in real estate, stocks, and a wide array of other money-making ventures. There are literally thousands of books and podcasts about passive income, and we'll definitely spend a lot of time talking about passive income on this show. But I do want to speak to a misconception about passive income, though. A lot of people think passive means hands-off, laissez-faire. You just sit back, you watch the money roll in, but that's not always true. For example, if you have a short-term vacation rental, you're going to have to keep it clean, manage the rentals, stock the toiletries each time a guest leaves, etc. But we'll get into all that at another time. The last 3 categories are where most side hustlers tend to start their forays into side hustling, and it's where I normally encourage teachers to get their start as well. These are ads-based, goods-based, and service-based side hustles. Hey there, I really hope you're enjoying this episode of Afterschool Empire. If you're gaining any benefit from this podcast at all, could I ask you to do one thing? Please take a moment and share it with other teachers. Just a simple social media post or text message to a colleague not only helps this show keep growing, but can also be the first step in helping a friend that you care about learn how to gain more financial independence by launching and growing their own side hustle. Thanks so much. Now back to the show. The fourth category is ads-based income. Maybe you've been listening to a podcast and they take a moment out of the show to talk about a product that they endorse and think that you should give a try as well. Or maybe you've been watching a video on YouTube and your Scooby-Doo conspiracy theory video cuts away to a commercial for a mattress company or a special credit card offer. The content creators who make that podcast or YouTube video are being paid for their endorsements and for advertising these companies to their audiences. The amount you make will be based off of the number of people who see the ad, a percentage of sales from a special code or link they give to you as an affiliate for their company, or if you have a huge following or a celebrity, they may just pay you outright for endorsing their products. For example, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson makes over $1.5 million per sponsored post that he makes on Instagram, for each post that he makes. So, Rock, if you're out there listening and you want to help a teacher pay off their mortgage, I would be very grateful. Just saying, I wouldn't turn it down. Now, to be clear, ads-based side hustles do not start making you money right away. They are a slow burn. But if you're diligent and follow the advice we share on this show, you can have reoccurring ads-based income heading your way over the months and years to come. Category 5 is goods-based side hustling. With a goods-based side hustle, you are actively selling or reselling a product. This can be a physical product like flipping sneakers on Facebook Marketplace, or selling old video games on eBay. By the way, if you have old video games sitting around your attic, you might be sitting on a small fortune. A sealed copy of Kid Icarus for the NES just sold on eBay for $82,000. $82,000 for an old Nintendo game. This could also be selling digital products. If you're like me, you've probably purchased some lesson plans or worksheets from Teachers Pay Teachers. When you buy from Teachers Pay Teachers, you're paying for a digital product that another teacher has made. Now, I'm sure you have tons of great resources and activities that you've created as a teacher, so why not get paid for them? One of my favorite goods-based side hustles that I've heard of recently was a teacher/football coach who attended one of my side hustling for teachers workshops. He told me that he had a process that he goes through to make new footballs feel old and broken in so that they're more comfortable for quarterbacks to throw and easier for their receivers to catch. It's an extensive process that takes a few days, but by doing so, he can sell a $50 football for almost $200. I love that. That is an awesome side hustle. The last category is service-based side hustles. This is when you do things for other people that they either can't do or don't want to do on their own. For example, I used to have my own power washing company called Living on a Sprayer, where I provide residential soft washing and pressure washing services. I averaged making about $100 an hour doing this side hustle, and I absolutely loved it. I invested time into learning proper techniques for cleaning, built out a professional cleaning rig, and became a walking encyclopedia of all things exterior cleaning. The knowledge, skills, and abilities that I acquired in this area allowed me to clean people's homes and make them look like new. Most people don't spend months reading about proper mixing of chemicals or have thousands of dollars worth of equipment. But they do want their homes cleaned and were happy to pay me to do it. On the flip side, I hate cutting grass. My own personal hell would be push mowing a big yard on a hot summer day. I know some of you people out there love it, and I'm glad that you exist, but I'm not one of them. I pay someone to cut my lawn twice a month, and I gladly hand over that money for them to do so. So what is it that you can do that others can't or won't do for themselves? Maybe you can meal prep for them. Maybe you're a music teacher and you can offer private lessons. Maybe you're a line dancing aficionado who can offer lessons to others who want to learn. Perhaps you're a skilled photographer who can take portraits of people's pets. You might be thinking right now, hey, I'm really good at this, or I know how to do that, and I encourage you to ask yourself, how can I get someone to pay me to do that for them? Notice I didn't say, I wonder if someone will pay me, because again, people want to pay you money. You just have to find a reason for them to do so. So there you have it, folks. Today we have talked about what a side hustle is, why teachers need a side hustle, and introduced the 6 different types of side hustles. Again, we'll be spending a lot of time going over these categories in more detail in the future. In upcoming episodes, we'll also be hearing from others who have launched successful side hustles to help serve as an inspiration and motivation for your own pursuits. On the next episode of Afterschool Empire, we're going to be covering my framework to help you decide what side hustle is best for you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by the endless side hustle possibilities, or you just can't seem to think of what someone would actually want to pay you for, this framework is exactly what you need to get your hustle started. It's going to be a good one, so be sure to tune in. Don't forget to visit www.afterschoolempire.com to sign up for our mailing list. Also, I have a contact page on there. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with side hustling. Have you started one? How has it impacted your life? Who knows, maybe you'll even be a guest on the show in the future. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.